My name is Christie and I'm the author of The Courage to Care, A Call for Compassion. It's a book about nurses and about patients and families and their incredible bravery and courage. I started my nursing journey at the age of 17 and I spent most of my nursing career in paediatric intensive care. I've learned so much from my family and particularly from my children who, at the time when I went back to join the emergency COVID-19 register, were the bravest people I think I've ever met. And they definitely give me so much courage and remind me what's important every single day. I don't need to see the northern lights or a shooting star to feel my heart burst. I simply watch my children eating their breakfast. They catch me watching them sometimes, studying their faces, their expressions, staring at them, unblinking. "You're so weird, Mum," they tell me, laughing. The Courage to Care is very much about the inspirational nurses that I met around the country who work outside hospital settings, in the military, learning disabilities and mental health settings, in care homes, in prisons. And I really wanted to give a much needed voice to nurses who perhaps we don't hear that much about. When life gives me the greatest challenges, it is in nursing that I find the most answers. Nurses remind me of who we human beings are and who we're meant to be. It is nurses who make me want to be a better person. The job of a nurse is about saving lives, of course, but it's also about giving meaning to lives. A patient, Gwen, was without her family, but certainly not alone, while the nurses were by her side. Gwen is wearing a hospital gown. There's hardly any way to identify her underneath all the equipment and machinery keeping her alive. I see a small tattoo of a bumblebee on her shoulder. Later, I will learn that she and Bill, her husband, were beekeepers. These are the details that make us human, and they are what intensive care nurses do their best to remember. We are more than our illnesses, our hospitalisation. I also wanted to talk about the bravery and courage of family members. Empress was one of the bravest women I've ever met. Empress is the kind of parent I'd like to be one day, at once both fierce and gentle. I always imagined that being a nurse was about caring for patients. It turns out that caring for the families of patients is the tricky part, the unseen creative nursing that often makes the most difference. Nurses have been at the forefront of caring for patients during COVID-19, and they will be the ones that care for patients long term over the coming years. And I feel very, very proud to be a nurse right now.